Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 5 it is now of the Arsenal career mode, and it really has been a while since I've got one of these uploaded. This series really has been few and far between and hasn't had the consistency that I was hoping it would do when I first set out to get this all uploaded. But unfortunately, yeah, it's been a struggle because the files are so big, they take so long to edit, and I know it's a terrible excuse, but they really do take a lot longer to edit than standard videos, so trying to find the time to commit to them is a difficulty. But I'm still trying to get them uploaded. I haven't nipped it in the bud just yet. We'll see how far I can get with it. I do want to finish this season. As you can see, we've got a 1-0 lead away from home against Chelsea, which is a rarity for Arsenal. So if we can get some kind of joy from this virtual Arsenal season, then maybe that will compensate for the pain that Arsenal may put us through in the current 2015-16 campaign, which, you know, could be a blossoming one, but on the other hand, we know what Arsenal are like. I don't want to be talking about a 1-0 loss away from home to Norwich in the coming weeks. So let's just try and keep the positivity flowing throughout this career mode and just see where it takes us. I mean, I want to get one uploaded every week, but it really is difficult. It really is trying to find the time to just sit down, edit it, because you know, you schedule to have a day where you could just like get something done, and then something comes up out of nowhere. That's what I've found incredibly recently over the past couple of weeks. But Oscar bringing Chelsea back to 1-1 with an absolute world-class goal. And if anything, that's just proven to be a distraction about what I was talking about. I've lost my trail of thought now, which is a real shame because I was getting rather metaphorical there. But nonetheless, it's a great goal for Oscar, and it brings Chelsea to level pegs in this game. But Cazorla on the ball here, everything's going through him in this game. Alexis Sanchez with a pop shot, Thiago Courtois saves it, and the game really is starting to open up now midway through this first half. That's a good header away by Rafael Varane, but it falls straight back to the Chelsea man, and a good shot there from Ramirez, I believe it was, forcing a great save from Petr Cech. It's Ivanovic having a header which goes just over the bar and doesn't trouble the goalkeeper in the slightest. But Alexis Sanchez trying to win the ball back off Willian, but he loses out in that battle. Ivanovic, the out-of-sorts Chelsea man this season, plays in the ball to Diego Costa, another player who's been very inconsistent. When he hasn't even been inconsistent, he's just been, quite frankly, poor this season. But he has a header go over the bar, but that's in the past now. Ramirez is surging forward with Costa once again. Rosicky wins the ball back, plays it straight back to Ramirez, and Ramirez plays it into Costa. Costa to Willian. First time effort. Bang, back at the net, and it's a lovely goal. It really is wonderful, but unfortunately it's against us, which is not how you wanted things to go. Willian arguably been Chelsea's best player this season, and you know, I said earlier on in the video that hopefully this career mode can take away and alleviate the pain that Arsenal may cause us this season, but given the way things are going, 2-1 away from home in the Bridge, I don't think I'm making a good case for myself. But they've got another chance here in on goal, and I've just worsened that statement there because Costa has made it 3-1 to Chelsea. A lovely header, gets in between Varane and Gabriel, slots it into the back of the net, a powerful header, and it just makes me look even more silly, really. And I am playing this on world-class difficulty, as you may have guessed. I remember in the last episode I updated it to a world-class difficulty as I was playing on professional before, and I was winning a lot of the games, so now we're back to glum reality where I'm losing a lot of the games, and Cazorla with a lovely goal there, a lovely effort there, but it is a mere consolation as we did go on to unfortunately lose this game 3-2, as you will find out. But it is a beautiful goal there from Santi Cazorla. He also scored a really nice goal similarly to that one against England in a friendly match the other day, so that was kind of a replica in that sense. But we go on to the next game in the Capital One Cup at the Hawthorns, away from home against West Bromwich Albion. Should be an interesting game, fielding a very inexperienced team. Got Callum Chambers and Per Mertesacker at centre half, and I've also played Tafari Moore, who hasn't really had a chance in an Arsenal shirt yet, but I want to see what he's made of in this game. I want to see what he can do and how he can break through into this Arsenal side in that right back position. And as well as that, we've got Jeff Rene Adelaide, a player that I want to see more of at some point in this season. Had an impressive Emirates Cup, and I'm giving him a chance in this game away from home. But it's a very exciting thing. We've got Giroud leading the line, Campbell on the right hand side, Alex Iwobi, Flamini and Bielik in the central defensive midfield pairing. Should be interesting. Flamini recently been in the news for his revolutionary energy saving thing, which I've probably got that wrong, but it's something along those lines. It really is interesting. Like, he could make 20 billion quid from this thing with acid. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea what he's done. I'm completely out of my depth. That's not my field. But to think that he's been working on that during his professional footballing career, I mean, that's just absolutely mental. And you've got to give props to him because he could really revolutionise the world. His company doing that and the time and money he's invested into doing that is insane. But this isn't an episode about Matthew Flamini's personal endeavours. This is This is Arsenal versus West Brom at the Hawthorns, and this is a big game, and we're not here to talk about Flamini. We're here to get some wins on the board, which is something that has been few and far between for us in this career mode in recent episodes anyway. But it's West Brom having the rub of the green in this episode. They've got a great chance to get at this Arsenal side, and we're making a substitution at half-time. The big one, well, not half-time, in the 65th minute. It's been a very quiet game so far, bringing on Mesut Ozil for Christian Bielik. That's the substitution that should make all the difference in this game. How can Magic Mez change the game? But Flamini, the man we were just talking about, obviously been distracted by his revolutionary endeavours and forces a great save from Matt Macey as Flamini loses the ball and allows Berahino to have a great chance in on goal. But West Brom continuing with the ball in this instance. I don't think we've even had a good chance in this game. We've been absolutely diabolical. But Claudio Yacob takes it past a couple of players and skims it past the post. It should really have been 1-0 there to West Brom, but Matt Macey with a howler. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, look, you've done that on purpose, haven't you? You've done that. You've tried to get Arsenal out of the cup. You've done what Arsene Wenger did at Sheffield Wednesday. Made it look like we'd lost on purpose, but no, that's not the case. And if you have played me before on FIFA, you'll know that this isn't actually something that I regularly do, and not on purpose. I just have total lapses in concentration and I completely overlook the opposing player, which is something I did in this instance. It's shocking for me, absolutely shocking. And I will reiterate once again, whilst that has just happened, that I'm not a FIFA YouTuber. I'm not someone that takes this seriously or competitively. I'm just here for the bants, really, for the bants. But it's a disappointing loss, 1-0 away from home at West Brom. I'll just mention I do hope you are enjoying this series because it's getting a bit ridiculous now. Yeah, we go on to our next game, Leicester City away from home. They've got a very exciting team. Leicester, I mean, this season they've been absolutely phenomenal, and they've got so much pace in Nathan Dyer, Riyad Mahrez, Jamie Vardy. But it's a great work there from Mesut Ozil playing it into Alvaro Morata, but unfortunately he can't get on the end of it and can't go forward. That's an awful challenge, an awful recovery from Mesut Ozil on Nathan Dyer, and he sees red, our creative attacking midfielder, one of the best players in the league this season, sees a red card. Absolutely disgraceful challenge there by Ozil, and it just sums up the realism of this game. How often would Ozil put in a challenge like that? But he is controlled by me, let's not forget that. So, you know, if Ozil was controlled by me in real life, maybe we'd see him getting a few more red cards, but I'm an Arsenal manager. Hey, probably best, isn't it, given how this series is going thus far. But Alexis Sanchez just had a great chance there to make it 1-0 to Arsenal away from home. A win against this Leicester side would be absolutely phenomenal. Nathan Dyer bombing down the wing. He's having a really good game in this instance. And Okazaki forces a great save there from Petr Cech. If it was a save, I didn't even see it properly. It might have just gone past the post. But that's in the past now. Cech playing it away. Leicester are really taking their one-man advantage seriously, and they've got a 1-0 lead right at the end of the first half. The worst possible time to concede. Nathan Dyer, who's had a fantastic game. Gürkan Inler almost making it 2-0 and straight after the half-time whistle going into the second half. But it's Walcott now in the 80th minute. As you can see, it's been another game. It's been rather quiet. On world-class difficulty, I just find it so hard to make these entertaining because it tends to be the other side that dominates, and I'm trying to force my way back into the game. But Leicester completely all over us in this instance, winning the ball back at will. Riyad Mahrez bombing forward, in this case looking to make it 2-0, and he's just skipping past players like they're not even there. And is he going to have a chance on goal? He doesn't. He loses out and it goes to Kante, to Vardy, and Mahrez has his effort swoosh over the bar, but it's Walcott in this case bombing forward. He's got past a few, and his shot unfortunately doesn't go anywhere. Hits right at Robert Huth, I believe it was, but it's Cazorla with a short corner. Got to get the ball in first time as Cech is up there, and it's right into the hands of Schmeichel. This has really been a terrible episode in terms of entertainment value, but in terms of banter value, I hope it's been rather good for you. I'm hoping that in the next episode it can be a lot more entertaining, and hopefully we can get a few more wins and a few more goals under our belt, because this has just been shocking. I mean, we've scored 2 goals in 3 games, and even in the 2 goals we scored, we lost the game. But 1-0 to Leicester. Yeah, it's been shocking. 3 shots on target. I mean, it wasn't an awful performance. It's just we were very unfortunate. Hopefully the next episode will go a lot better for us. But please do stick with this series, as I am trying to get more and more episodes uploaded. Over Christmas, I'm hoping to make a few batches, because whilst I've got uni work, whilst I've got the work I do for UMaxit Football, and just everything in between that, because I just find days now where I can't sit down and edit a FIFA video because it takes so much time. The files are so big and they take forever to upload, and then commentating and sitting down with it just takes forever. given that I just find days now where I'm getting people coming up to me requesting me to do work for them or feature for them in a hangout or whatever, and time for me is very, very constricting. So I hope you can understand on that front. But I do want to aim to get one out every week. That's my ambition from now on. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, do drop a like on it. Subscribe to AFC Game by Game if you're new. I'm going to have plenty of content going up whilst there is no, well, I say plenty of content. I'll have a few videos going up whilst the international break is currently ongoing. And yeah, please do subscribe, and I'll be speaking to you soon. Thank you.